Catherine, and this is my yearly video for the Women's Day on the 8th of March in Russia. Здравствуйте, меня зовут Екатерина, и это мое ежегодное видео поздравления с 8 марта для российских женщин. There will be an explanation and introduction both in English and Russian. I kindly ask you to wait for your language. Я буду делать комментарии и пояснения на русском и английском. Пожалуйста, дождитесь своего языка или субтитров. March 8th is an International Women's Day and a state holiday in many countries, including Russia. During Soviet times, it was a way to promote the idea of equal rights and to raise the awareness of the struggles that women go through. Somehow, over time, it had lost a part of its initial meaning and had become a day of expressing love and support for women. In Russia, this day, love is widely expressed by men taking over the household chores, bringing flowers and gifts, and expressing a special respect to the women they know. It's also common for men to compose wishes and to express their love in beautiful words. So I've picked up several typical wishes for Women's Day that we Russian women receive every year. I've translated them into English and gave them to women from outside Russian culture to read out loud and to say what they think about this way of expressing love for Russian women. What kind of love it is. 8 марта – это Международный женский день и государственный праздник во многих странах, включая Россию. В течение советского периода времени это был способ продвигать идею равных прав и напоминать людям о проблемах, с которыми сталкиваются женщины. Но в течение определенного периода времени этот день потерял свое начальное значение и стал днем выражения любви и поддержки женщинам. Например, в России в этот день любовь и поддержка широко выражаются через то, что мужчины берут на себя домашние дела, приносят цветы и подарки, и выражают специальное уважение и любовь всем женщинам, которых они знают. Также широко распространено сочинение различных пожеланий и поздравлений. Я выбрала несколько типичных поздравлений с 8 марта, которые мы, русские женщины, получаем каждый год. Я перевела их на английский язык и дала их прочитать женщинам, которые не принадлежат к русской культуре, чтобы они сказали, что они думают об этом способе выражения любви к русским женщинам в Международный женский день. Что это за любовь?
My name is Auburn, and I'm an American. I'm from Seattle. In the last years, we've done a lot to reinforce the motherhood and childhood field, and we can say that women reacted accordingly. We've got a birth rate growth. For the first time in 20 years, we've got a stable natural growth of population. And we know that regardless the men's help in the families, the major burden is for sure held by women. Those sleepless nights, those household chores, plus they need to think about their future professional career. Part of an official speech of President Putin on March 8th, 2015. That one is hard to hear because they assume that the burden is all on the women, and they don't say that the men could help take away some of that burden. If both people have a career, then both people are also working parents.
Hello, my name is Rachel, and I'm from Florida. You are like a dre's wheels. You give some progress to a job. You are astonishingly beautiful. You bring cleanliness and coziness. You are a fundamental part of the group, and men are always waiting for you. I am drinking for you, for our women, for spring to bloom all the time, for women to be peaceful forever. Let's drink. I don't know how kind it is to tell someone that they bring some progress to a job. And I don't know, it's just kind of strange to compliment women on bringing cleanliness and coziness. And I think it's sort of also strange to hope for women to be peaceful forever, because I think we're already told that we should be peaceful more often.
Hi, my name is Erica. I'm originally from East Texas. It's a conservative part of the U.S. It's been very difficult in the U.S. of all places to watch how women are being treated. And I'm hoping that this message will speak to my sisters in the U.S. and sisters around the world. 8th of March is coming. It is a holiday of caress and beauty, of love and hope and dreams. I congratulate my girlfriends and wish them to be more beautiful than spring is. One of the things that, to me, it seems like with this is it's playing off of our physical beauty and not our inner beauty. From the youngest age, I think every woman, at least I know myself, has struggled with, am I pretty enough? Am I good enough? Why am I not getting the attention? And it seems like it's trying to focus on how we appear and not who we are, that all we can contribute has to go with what we look like. So it's almost like a backhanded compliment to me. I give you a flower, you look like a flower. Though you are beautiful like a rose, but roses have got thorns, and you've got no defects. You are gentle, bright, and smooth. I give you flowers to the Women's Day, as men should do. Will you kiss me for that reason? For me, I feel like I'm a little bit more of a rose with thorns. There's that beauty, but then that unexpected touch or that little bit of surprise that happens with things. Maybe we're not expected to have opinions, to speak out, to speak up, and be anything less than perfect. And frankly, I'm not okay with a man accepting something because he gives me a physical gift. That's why whenever I go out, I always offer to pay for dinner, either for myself or for both of us. We can't name a single professional field without women today because no one can imagine an occupation without magic smiles, caring hands, and thoughtful hearts. Your ringing voices and kind eyes really make our lives better. They bring the new meaning to our existence. We prostrate in front of you for your scrupulous work, for your understanding, kind-heartedness, and mercifulness your souls are filled with. Again, for me, it's going at the value of a woman is based on her beauty, is based on her being kind and saying yes. And there's no substance that we're recognized for. We're expected almost to be yes men, and we're not recognized for our talents. And it's almost like we're supposed to respect what men do, and they're not necessarily supposed to respect what we do. And for me, that's just not okay, because it doesn't matter that I was born a woman. I'm still of value just like anybody else, and not just for how I look, but for who I am.
Okay. Hello, my name is Misha and I'm from Czech Republic. Okay. I wish you to stay forever healthy, beautiful, and always have a partner. You deserve all the flowers to be put at your feet. You deserve to be surrounded by men. Well, I do have to laugh about this because I know that this comes from a place of love and like really wishing the best, but it's also so superficial and so like disconnected from what life is. So like, yeah, being healthy and beautiful, and it's great. I think it would be great to be forever healthy, and beauty is very subjective. You know, everything is not beautiful for all people. So that's and have a partner. That is a nice thing. But people don't exist just with their partners. People are full when they love themselves. So I would wish for women to love themselves first, and then having a partner. And you deserve all the flowers to be put at your feet. And you deserve to be surrounded by men. I would say you deserve to be surrounded by good humans. It doesn't matter what the sex is. Okay. Okay. We congratulate to our beauty's daughters, and we wish them more respect to their parents. And we wish their mothers to get grandchildren as a gift. We wish you all to have the unshakable faith in tomorrow. Well, if the daughter is not more than a beauty, then I believe that grandchildren is not more than just a gift you can buy in a shop. Because, wow, like what if the woman cannot have a children? Is she then less? What if she doesn't want a children? Is she then less? This just make no sense. Fate in tomorrow is to have a good people, and not just like beauty daughters who breed as a cows.
Every woman is unrepeatable as a flower in the garden of life. Roses and orchids, lilies and cornflowers, chamomiles, what a beauty, what a fragrance. Like a flower, it can't survive without a sun. Every woman needs love and caress. Your tender hands, petals hug and caress. Your shining eyes smile, your desired lips kiss. That doesn't sound like a wish at all. That sounds like someone standing in front of me and trying to describe me as if I'm an object. This is nothing about personality, says nothing about achievements. A horrible person in a beautiful dress and makeup could receive this wish. So it doesn't really say much about who women are, and it's not talking to the women, it's talking about the women. So again, I think the intent is nice to compare to something beautiful, but people are so much more complex than a flower.
We wish you to protect the coziness of your families and house and to gain joy and happiness from it. May you never be alone. May you be confident of tomorrow. May you always be surrounded by love, kindness, and prosperity. Thank you for everything, our homemakers. Well, I guess it's not too much of a wish if you're wishing work on somebody, if you're wishing that they're able to protect the coziness of their family and house. You're kind of wishing that they do something, to do an action, and it's not much of a, kind sentiment. I don't know, may you never be alone. It's kind of terrifying. Doesn't everyone want to be alone sometimes? Everyone deserves a little bit of solitude. Though I guess it's possible maybe that you're always surrounded by someone who loves you. And I guess it's, I don't know if this is supposed to be speaking specifically to only homemakers, or if they're referring to, all women that also make their home, but it's a little outdated to suppose that there's no overlap, that only women are homemakers, or that all women are homemakers. You, our dearest women, keep an inscrutable secret. You have time for everything, cope with the huge load of troubles, and still manage to stay sweet, glamorous, and charming. You bring kindness and beauty, light and hope to this world. A part of an official speech of President Mr. Putin, March 8th, 2016. This kind of sounds a little, like Mr. Putin doesn't really realize that he's complimenting something that's actually a very difficult part of being a woman. It's one of the hardest things, is they say, that you whether you can or can't have it all. And so I think almost everybody sort of struggles with this, with being everything that they need to be, being a wife and mother and having a career and at the same time still staying beautiful and conventionally attractive and fitting in society. And so this is kind of saying, thank you for doing that without recognizing all of the difficulty that goes into it, and also the fact that we're sort of expected to take on all of these responsibilities and at the same time be happy about it, when a lot of people aren't. Oh, one, cool. All right. Oh God. I want you to be happy, to protect your maiden honor and love. Be happy and unrepeatable. Always love and be loved. That's kind of terrible to protect your maiden honor. That's a really sort of terrifying idea that you aren't to be happy and you aren't to be loved if you aren't, maidenly and honorable, and that's even something that's necessary.
You are the most beautiful, the most wonderful and sweet. I congratulate you and wish you for the Women's Day to be like this forever. Clearly, this was written by a man who has never been around a woman, because we all know that women, one of the most powerful bonds we have is our monthly visitor, and frankly, we're not wonderful and sweet then. So I would say that our male friends need to realize that there's no way to put on a happy face sometimes. Today is your legitimate day. We congratulate you for this fact. You are our most light-colored sunbeam. We can't imagine our lives without you. We wish for this day to stay like this forever because you are beautiful. No one can say it's a lie. We wish you to smile often. I don't even know how to react to this being my legitimate day. Frankly, there are 364 or 365 days out of the year, and I deserve every single one of them to be recognized as a person and to have value beyond what I look like, no matter where somebody is from, the color of their skin, whether they're male, female, identify as male or female. Every single day, we are legitimate citizens of this world.
We congratulate you, our classmate, with the Women's Day, March 8th. May the world be embellished with you, love the whole world. May the world be embellished with you, love the whole world. I don't know what the word embellished is, actually. I need a translation.
Decorate.
Oh, okay.
You're wearing
Okay.
clothes and you add some jewelry. You embellished your...
Oh shit, really? So may the world be decorated with you, love the world. Wow, that's certainly a wish. Well, yeah, women can embellish the world with their furiousness as well. So I hope they will do, because this is kind of dishonorable, I would say.
Hi, I'm Rebecca from the USA. So, may this Women's Day be especially successful for you. May life promise big starts for you. May work bring joy to your life. May you have as much money so you can buy everything. May you be forgiving and loving on the road of love. Well, what are you doing that's going to need forgiving? And may I have as much money so I can buy everything. Okay, maybe that's along the lines of wishing me prosperity, so I appreciate that, kind of. So self-sufficiency is great, but I don't know. I'd like to have a good career, so I guess thank you halfway.
Hello, I'm Caitlin from the United States. Okay. You are a queen on this day. Princesses aren't able to catch up. Please forget any problems and anger. May everything be easy for you. May all those who are worthy never leave your side. Your stature is beautiful, soft, and graceful. Time and aging has no power. Okay, so what about the other 364 days of the year? What am I on those days? And forgetting any problems and anger, it's a good idea, but maybe let's try to stop creating problems and anger.
Okay. Hey, I'm Sarah. I'm from Egypt. I'm going to read a wish. Okay. You are a woman. You are perfection. You are a goddess of tender beauty. You give a bless to a loved one. You are a dream girl for everyone. This Women's Day, a spring day, I would like to wish you to get a fate's trump card as a reward for everything. That's a good pun. That includes Trump, so. Okay, so this is what they say to women. Am I correct? So it says you are a woman, you are perfection, but no one is perfect. We all have flaws and we should embrace them. And I do believe it's actually could be, let's say, something that will make you stronger. You are a goddess of tender beauty. You give a bless to a loved one. You are a dream girl for everyone. This Women's Day, a spring day, I'd like to wish you to get a fate's trump card as a reward for everything. I find it kind of offensive. I really have nothing to say about it. Woman is like a spring, gentle, beautiful, emotional, and irresentibly impregnated with feelings. Through women's love and kindness, men are able to overcome their problems. Keep up hope and believe in tomorrow. The warmthness and caress of the heart of a mother, a wife, or a beloved one, and her tender smile surmounts all the troubles of our lives. Okay, I'm not going to talk about this, I'm going to talk in general. So the stereotypes of women being, or always telling women to be beautiful, or women are emotional or gentle, and all these constructed words related to women, only women, and the opposite exactly is constructed and related to men. And I don't think this is the way it should be. Again, I should stress that you should be whoever you want. If you feel like you're being gentle, be gentle. If you don't feel like it. And because this is like maybe the second time that I read the word beautiful, and I do believe that there are very, let's say, specific standards of what beauty should be. And it actually hurts most women. So it says women's love and kindness, men are able to overcome their problems and actually keep up hope and believe in tomorrow. Yeah, the last part is really good, keep up hope and believe in tomorrow, but the first part, which is men are able to overcome their problems through your love and kindness, I don't think it's your responsibility. I believe that if you want to I don't know, if it just shouldn't be a woman's responsibility to give love and kindness to men to overcome. We're not shadows. We are, I think, very much the same persons and humans. And that's all I have to say.
I'm Elizabeth, and I'm from the United States. Okay, so the next one I have here says, I would like to congratulate all the girls on Women's Day, and I wish you to meet spring being beautiful, to please men, to give us happiness, and we will pay you back. Ouch, no. So many things wrong with this one. Meet spring being beautiful. I just don't even get what that means. To please men, to give us happiness, that is not my job. That is not anybody's job to please men. I mean, I think men are perfectly capable of respecting themselves and loving themselves, you know, so definitely not our job. And we will pay you back. No, I completely disagree with that as well. Because it's not a transaction. You know, the relationship between men and women and between human beings is absolutely not a transaction. You know, honestly, it sounds a little bit like prostitution to a very extreme form, because the relationship between men and women, you know, what we give and what we get back, you know, it's just about like sharing and equality and love, and it's not about one thing or another. So I don't know what that is. Anyway, okay, so so the next one says, I wish girls and women to accumulate all the love, tenderness, warmness, and passion may convey on Women's Day, and to keep it for 365 days of the year. May this energy be with you forever. So this is by Igor Vernik, a TV showman. And so this one, I feel like it's saying that that women are supposed to take in all of the love and tenderness and passion that men give you on this one day, and then you need to hone it in and then spread it out for 365 days, because this one day you will receive so much love that it can last throughout the year. That's fucked up, if I can say that, like straight up, like fucked up, because oh Jesus, like it's a lot of energy to give. It's a lot of energy, and to expect that you giving this love for one day is supposed to last for such a long time, that would just wear somebody down, and that also should never be expected of anybody. And also to just have that expectation to be tender and warm and have that passion. Yeah, nobody can have that every single day, no matter what you give. You know, sometimes people just have a bad day, and you can do all you want, you know, to give them something, but they're just going to have a bad day. And, you know, women as well are not always tender and warm and passionate, and loving even. And that should be okay. You know, that should be part of the relationship, is to understand that we're not always going to have it together. We're not always going to be loving and compassionate. Yeah, and energetic. No, definitely not. No, I like sleeping as well. So the next one, dear girls and women, may all the shoes, bags, dresses, and bijou, I don't know what this is. Jewelry. May all the shoes, bags, dresses, and jewelry you see in the glossy magazines appear in your wardrobe. I must say, those who already own it should understand it's not the key in life. Please be healthy and serene. This is by Andrei Malikov, a TV showman as well. So I don't want all the shoes, bags, dresses, and jewelry in a glossy magazine. I mean, I think that it's a problem that they're even there in the first place, to set the standard of what I should be and what I should own and what I should have. And that is also just like, you know, putting a lot of pressure, you know, on women and the expectation for women. And also it just kind of falls into this consumerist like ideal of spending money and having things in order to be happy. And things have never made me happy. Definitely not. It's the things that have made me happy in life have been fulfilling relationships, and not just with men, with my friends, with my family, with myself. That's the most important thing. That has what's been like absolutely the most fulfilling thing in my life, is learning to love myself and practicing that every single day. So this last part, I'm going to say those who already own it should understand it's not the key thing in life. Please be healthy and serene. Okay, yeah, it's not the key thing in life, so why wish it like onto people? Why should that be? Okay, like if you have those things, you know, then also understand it's not the most important thing in life, but until you have all those things, you need to hope for that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I think that's horrible advice, Andre. You know, I think you should wish people to love themselves, you know, for who they are and for what they have, and to hope for a more giving and loving society, not just to have and consume. So yeah, that's that.
Wow. Oh no. We'll see if I can get through this. I almost apologize, but I'm not the one who needs to be sorry for this and the one who should apologize for this. Millions of people should apologize for somebody writing something like this. Women's weakness is her strength. I wish all of you, dearest women, to always be femininely weak, and we, men, will surround you with care and attention. No, you won't. You don't. I also wish every woman to become a mother one day. Motherhood embellishes you, brings new life, and gives some magic to the world. May all of you be magicians. Vladimir Presnyakov, a singer. You need to find a new songwriter, or you need to just not write anymore. My gosh, this is really terrible. And is there no health class? It's not magic where babies come from, and sometimes there are really terrible circumstances, and that's what leads to the creation of children. And weakness is not, no, none of this works. It really doesn't. And femininely weak, it's not, I'm not saying that women who are traditionally feminine are weak, but women who are a certain way, or who make men feel strong, or who need men to help them. Or I think maybe this is more of wishing that they would like women to be in a way that they allow men to help them. So it's basically saying, I wish that you as a woman make me as a man feel important and like I'm needed, instead of me being a productive member of society and doing anything else other than impregnating women. And yeah, and surrounding us with care and attention, not appropriate attention. And care, no. Are you aware of what you just decriminalized, or basically decriminalized this year? I don't think so. Let's see. Here, I'll find. Here. I'd like to wish you to bloom like a rose, to find your happiness in love, to find your peace in life. Stay always beautiful, never be depressed, and necessarily learn the nature of true happiness. I want you to be always happy, to be always sincere, to remain beautiful. May you reach any mountaintop. Okay, as much as everybody wants to be happy and would like to be happy all the time, that's not how life works, and there's nothing wrong with a little sadness. And everyone is sad sometimes. A lot of people go through things that would make them depressed, although I'm not sure the mental illness way of connotation of depression is what was meant by whoever wrote this. But and to stay beautiful, I really don't understand that, because to me personally, I think aging is beautiful. I look forward to aging. I mean, I grew up around a lot of old people, and I never saw like getting old as being ugly, or I never thought of like, oh, I need to have a lot of work done so I can look 20 when I'm 30 or when I'm 40 or 50 or whatever it was. I don't see the point in that, and I don't see why you would wish somebody else to wish that aspiration on somebody else. So I don't see why you would want somebody else to want that.
Okay, I congratulate you on Women's Day, the 8th of March. You are the home keepers, thanks to your tenderness, femininity, and ability to compromise. Our families are as strong as steel. The well-being and warmth in the home, which influences the country's tomorrow, depend on you. Only you. Women inspire us, men to do good. Okay. We're not the home keepers, that's for sure. It should be actually both partners. It's a partnership. It's not all on the wife or the woman or the girlfriend or the sister or the mother or whoever she is to be the backbone of the family. It should be, support should be actually between all people. All people should support each other when it comes to homes. Thanks to your ability to compromise, our families is as strong as steel. And women, you can compromise, but you shouldn't compromise because of your gender. If people want to compromise to keep a home together, they should be both partners. It shouldn't be just women who are actually should compromise and you should do that and you should do that, because if you didn't do that, our home will just collapse. It doesn't matter. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't want to compromise, don't compromise. And you shouldn't compromise as a woman. You shouldn't compromise as a partner in this home. The well-being and warmth in the home, which influences the country's tomorrow, depend on you. Only you. Women inspire us men to do good. No, women don't inspire men to do good. Again, it's not about gender. If men want to be good, they should be good. If women should be good, should be good. We have good and we have bad, and it does not depend on women in any way, the country's future. It should depend on citizens. And the last time I actually checked the definition of citizen, it included both men and women.
Funny, isn't it? It seems for me that there is a hidden message almost in every wish, even in official ones, and some things are never mentioned. Забавно, не правда ли? Похоже, что двойное сообщение есть почти в каждом пожелании, даже в официальных, а некоторые вещи не упоминаются никогда. Interestingly, while searching for wishes all over the Russian internet, I've never come across a wish written or said by a woman. Women in politics, women in the arts, or other famous women rarely give any Women's Day wishes for their sisters. They seem to be waiting for men's wishes, and we now know what they get. I think that's not fair. I think that's our day, and we should be the ones who define it. So I asked the same women to give their Women's Day wishes for Russian sisters. Enjoy! Интересно, что когда я искала пожелания в интернете, я не нашла ни одного, которое было бы написано женщиной. Женщины-политики, женщины из мира искусства или другие известные женщины очень редко пишут какие-то пожелания для своих сестер. Похоже, что они ждут пожеланий в этот день от мужчин. И мы теперь знаем, что они получают. Я не думаю, что это честно. Мне кажется, что это наш день, и мы сами должны его определять. Так что я попросила тех же женщин, которые читали переведенные пожелания, пожелать что-нибудь русским женщинам на 8 марта. Пожалуйста.
Okay, reading these wishes was really interesting for me, and realizing more and more how difficult it is to wish something to other people. And because all the wishes we've read here definitely came from a place of love and really wishing the best. And it's the realization when you actually see the meaning behind it, and you see and recognize how narrow-minded people sometimes are in their wishes, because it's so stereotypical and it's referring to something which should have been buried like hundreds of years ago, but still is not. And so if my wish goes to women, and if my wish goes to Russian women especially, that would be, I wish you to realize how big power you have. You are raising the children. All the men in the wishes are talking about it. They are talking about you being at home, making the world, breeding the children to make the country and the world great. Well, then do it. Take your power and raise them in a way they will never repeat such a things again. That it will not be men and women, it will be humans and it will be humanity. So I wish you all the best to everyone and humanity.
Reading these wishes, it became sort of apparent that I don't think many of them are really wishing for things that women want, that individual women would want. They seem to be wishing for things that men want for women, for them to be, for them to have nice, cozy houses and to have lots of children and to be beautiful forever and to be like a flower and soft and smooth. And I think it's a little impractical because nobody's beautiful forever, and I think it'd be exhausting. Probably nobody wants to be beautiful on their deathbed. But even more so, I think that it's really showing people, or almost telling women, that what they want and their desires don't matter as much as what men want for them. It doesn't matter if they don't want to be partnered because they're expected to be partnered, and it doesn't matter if they want children because they're expected to have children. And I think it's sad because everybody's different and everybody has their own desires. Whether you're a man or a woman, you have your own wishes for the world and for yourself. And so I think my wish for Russian women is that they find purpose and joy on Women's Day and for the rest of their lives, and that they know that they're not just an embellishment on the world. You're as much of a part of the world and as valid as any other human being.
I think what struck me most when reading these wishes is not just what was in them, but what wasn't in them. Some of my favorite things about my best friend, who is a woman, is her confidence and her ambition. Some of my favorite things about both my mother and my father are their strength. And some of my favorite qualities of my father is his gentleness and his kindness. So to wish a woman something that only women can do doesn't only put too much pressure on women, but it insults men saying that they can't do the same. I really felt that it wasn't a wish of who women are, but an idealized version of what some people want them to be. So what I would like to wish to all women on Women's Day is that you are appreciated for the things you're most proud of in yourself, and for one day to let go of any self-criticisms and focus on all the things that make you great.
For me, it's not so much a wish, but a thank you for sharing something from your culture with us. For me, it's been very eye-opening to realize that women are spoken to based on their physical appearance, and it's not just a compliment on the street, but this poem has been a repetitive thing praising physical appearance. And I want you to know that we are more than just what we look like. And I hope, my wish for you is to know that. Maybe you don't know that, and that's not your fault, but we're here to reach out to you and let you know that you are more than what you look like.
So I would say that the wish for Women's Day and every day of the year is to be happy and to have whatever it is that creates your happiness, whether that's a career or education or a family or traveling, anything, whatever it is that makes you happy. And that's not about anybody else but for you. Every day, not just today. That's my wish for you.
So for Women's Day, my wish would be that people accept responsibility for their part in partnerships, in their role in the families, and that everyone has to play an equal part. Relationships are partnerships, and they last 365 or 366 days a year. Not just one day of making women happy. It's a partnership. You and a woman isn't responsible for just running the house or bearing the children or raising the children or doing all of the above, plus taking on the same career responsibilities and societal responsibilities men do at the same time. But I would also say I wish for men as well to take responsibility for their own happiness and take initiative to make their lives so that they're happy, and instead of blaming women for them not being happy. It's not a woman's job to tamper your impulses or to condone your behavior by smiling more, putting up with it, or something like that. But yeah, happy Women's Day.
I've got nothing to add to those powerful wishes, except for one thing. This is not a video to shame anyone or to blame men or something like that. We're just asking the question, are there any problems with Women's Day or not? I'll let all of you decide for yourselves. Пожалуй, мне нечего добавить к этим очень классным пожеланиям, кроме одной вещи. Это видео не предназначено для того, чтобы кого-то стыдить, чтобы ругать мужчин и все такое. Мы всего лишь хотим задать вопрос, все ли в порядке с празднованием Международного женского дня 8 марта или нет. Я думаю, что вы сами сможете это решить. If you would like to join us and to make your own wish for your sisters for the International Women's Day, you can use hashtag Women's Day, Women's Wishes. Если вы хотите присоединиться к нам и сочинить свое собственное поздравление для русских женщин или для любых женщин, вы можете использовать хэштег «Наш праздник, наше желание». If you want to get more videos like that, please subscribe to my channel and thank you for watching. Если вы хотите посмотреть другие похожие видео, подписывайтесь на мой канал. Спасибо за внимание, всего доброго.